All right, everyone, welcome back. I'm Glenn.
And I'm Tonya.
All right, it's the end of week 61. Well, as my pattern goes, this is a gaining week. Up and down, up and down. Last week I weighed 302.4. I currently weigh 303.8, so that's a 1.4 gain, bringing me to 83.2 pounds lost since we started.
And last week I was 136.4. I am 136.0, so minus 0.4 pounds. So since we started, that brings me to 29.8 pounds lost.
Want to tell your stories first?
Sure. So I am actually happy today, even though I lost only 0.4 pounds.
Hey, that's a loss, though.
I mean, it is a loss, but I am happy because it could have been so much worse this week, because after last weekend, my biggest story is that that cake, I did want to eat more cake, and I ate more cake, and I felt physically ill Sunday night.
The funny thing is, when she brought it home, we ate it. The next day she goes, "Would you be mad if I just cut it in half and just threw my half away?" And I'm like, "No, you're not throwing it away." Of course, later on, she was glad that didn't happen.
I know. I was just so mad at that cake in a way, but actually it was kind of like spaghetti. It got better as it... I mean, it really actually
aged so good.
It really actually did get better. However, overindulgence to the max. I felt physically ill Sunday night. I wish I could just bottle up that feeling. I just real quick, I kind of wondered in my head, like, people that don't crave sweets, I wonder if, like, when they were little or something, their parents let them eat all they wanted to and they got physically ill and they remembered that feeling. That thought was going through my head.
Yeah,
because I never experienced that.
Yeah.
But
don't have that problem.
Yeah, but anyways, I was, like, just spread out in bed. I felt like I was 600 pounds. I felt like there was a glob in my stomach. And I felt like the cake was literally like burning a fire inside of me. It was so hot. Like, instead of a wood fire, it was a cake fire. Like the cake was just burning.
Is that a
burning
feeling or a bad
Not
feeling?
when I was laying there doing nothing, trying to go to sleep, and just that glob in my stomach. I mean, I really physically felt ill. But just my story, this is what happened this week. I deserved every bit of it, but
this is
Monday...
our weigh-in log.
This is our weigh-in log for the week. Monday morning, like I say, I deserved every bit of it. 142.8. I mean, that's hugely disappointing when I saw 129.8 the end of December.
I know.
That is hugely disappointing.
2 months have gone by, and instead of losing weight and going in the right direction, completely in the wrong direction.
But March is going to be a good month, because look at the rest of the week. 140.8, 138.0, 136.6. Had a little gain, 137.2 Friday morning, but now I'm back 136.0. I mean, to go up to 142.8 this week and bring it back down to 136.0, that gives me a lot of hope.
Yeah.
Because I did exercise this week. I mean, who knows? Maybe I can reach my goal of the end of April being back into the... Well, it was 125. I don't think that's going to happen. But at least being where I was, below 130, it gives me a lot of hope. I did pretty good on my breakfast. Just real quick, he said I should mention about the protein, because I was telling you last week how it felt good to get protein in each of my meals. Well, for the most part, I am not vegetarian or vegan, but if you're kind of new to watching us, I lean towards that way. I hardly eat meat. I like it, but just for me, it's just for ethical reasons. I don't I like it, but I don't eat too much meat, hardly ever. Unless
Yeah,
we're invited.
You never hear,
like,
someone who's not a vegetarian or vegan say, "Oh, I got my protein in."
Yeah,
that's just the whole meal was protein.
So in the mornings, if I'm doing good, I like to I like to do the protein shakes. I use Orgain, the chocolate fudge flavor usually, and one of my breaks at work, I have 2 10-minute breaks. I have the Cliff Builder bar. It's got 20 grams of protein in it. Love it. So I'm just saying that's where that comes from. I was that's pretty much it for me. Yeah.
Okay, you don't have anything on your notes?
Well, that was from last week's notes that I forgot to take.
Oh.
Well, the only other thing, this is super quick though, is I thought, okay, till the timer goes off, I'm gonna eat some. I had some Ben & Jerry's. They have new non-dairy flavors. They're actually not that new anymore, but I was like, okay, I had the timer on for a reason, and I thought I'm just gonna eat till the timer goes off because it was 2 minutes. And I know.
Well, was it a challenge? Oh, come on! I have 2 minutes.
Well, but what I didn't realize, I knew they were probably 200 or 250 calories per serving, and it's just a little pint, you know?
the little suckers.
And I mean, even though it's non-dairy, vegan, whatever, it's
got a lot
full
of calories,
sugar, liquid sugar, But it's only 4 servings in that little pint, and it's 320 calories per serving. So just,
Yeah.
be careful like I wasn't.
We're pretty much over our colds, you know.
I'm over it.
So
yeah.
Everything's good. I know when I get a cold, I get super congested. I can't breathe, and I'll start doing nose spray. I try to stay away from that stuff because it's not good for you. But when I can't breathe, it's just super miserable, and so I'm finally off of my nose spray, and just so that feels good.
That's good.
Finally be able to breathe again, But one thing that I told you I'm doing is I've been having sunflower seeds at work. Well, it's the large bag, so it's 190 calories times 7 servings, so that's 1,330 calories for the whole bag. And I would eat a whole bag throughout the week. I wasn't like, oh, let me just have 1 serving. I just mindlessly eat all day long and just not paying attention. So I only work 4 days a week. And so 1,330.
He works long days though, like 12-hour days.
I work, 4 10s, 11s, 12s. But anyhow, divide 1,330 by 4, so that's 332.5 calories a day.
I don't
extra
think that's
I'm
that
having.
bad though. But
No, but it's just extra stuff. If you got on your treadmill and started working out, are you gonna burn?
I did this last week. That's why I did
you
so
burn
good.
300 calories?
No.
Exactly. So it's like
250 at most.
It's like I'm just consuming all these calories, mindlessly, just not even thinking about it. And that's just enough calories where you add it up where I'm not losing. I've been gaining just a little bit. I've been going up and down, up and down. And so, an extra 1,300 calories a week.
I think it's more
good.
of, though, that it sets him off like the donuts do. I don't think it's the calories in the sunflower seeds.
I think it combines
I really don't, because it's
Puts me
all
on
the
the
other
wrong
things
path.
you're eating on the weekend. It's not the sunflower seeds.
Well, it is the sunflower seeds
putting
also.
you on the path, I would agree
Yeah.
to that.
And of course, my Fridays, I had 2 donuts before we had left the shop.
Donut report.
And of course, I needed something from the office. I went back in the office and I look, there's 2 more left. Oh, well, those were so that went to 4 donuts. And then she goes, when you got back at the end of the day, was there any donuts? Did you have any? I'm like, nope. She goes, was there any? I go, nope. It's easy to not have it if they're not there.
Because I said he's not supposed to look at the end of the day or something like that.
Not. It's But when you want it, it's like all day long I don't think about it, and then I get close to being back there. I'm like, ooh, will there be any left?
Yeah.
And your mind starts playing tricks, and you got to tell yourself no. But it's hard.
Yes.
If you want it, then you want it, and then you're thinking about it. If you can get yourself to not think about it, then it's much easier.
I've noticed lately that I'm okay with things that are wrapped, not opened yet.
Yeah.
But I noticed, like,
Once
I
you
had
open
half
it.
a candy bar, you know, where I could do that more, like earlier in the weight loss journey. Now that I know that half a candy bar is there and it's open, even if I wrapped it and put it in a plastic bag, like, it's lingering in my head now. So I either have to decide I'm going to eat the candy bar or decide I'm not going to eat the candy bar. I don't know. The half thing isn't working
once
for
I
me
know
as
something
much.
is there, we were on the couch the other day and I go, do I have any cashews? And she's like, no. And I'm like, do you have cashews? Like, maybe. And of course, well, I'm going to have to hunt for them. You know, I found them hidden in the pantry.
Well, if he would have asked, he would have told me. He didn't ask me where or anything.
I wasn't looking for them right there. I was just curious if we had any.
Okay, but the thing is that these are the cashews I bought when we probably last told you.
She wrote the date on the top.
In December, I bought a cashew jug for him and a cashew jug for me in December.
And I didn't know she bought the second one.
He didn't know I bought the second one. Mm-hmm. And
yeah.
He ate his within 3 days.
The last one.
He just found mine, and it has the date on the top, and there was still this much left. I've been eating them little by little, and now they're almost gone.
Yeah, I got into those suckers, you know, and I didn't finish them all, but, you know, once I know something is there also, I do seem to have an issue of having it play in my head, like, do I want that? You know, so I'm better off if I don't have anything around me, you know, for myself. I understand her wanting to get it so that when she does want it, it's there.
And I know that's a big no-no, but I just find comfort in that, and that's just something I decided that's not going to change for me.
Yeah. I'm working on
I suppose if it really, I mean, I guess, like, if it just really super, like, I can't have anything, don't even hide anything, if you tell me you've got to just not bring anything at all in the house, even for you.
I don't believe that, though.
I suppose I could eat outside, like go to the liquor store real quick if I want a candy bar.
My weight loss is my responsibility. I should be able to be around everything bad
hard, though,
and have control of myself. You know, it does make it harder, but I can't blame the stuff around me.
But like I told him, I'm not throwing it in his face.
Yeah.
Like, I had donuts that I recently got out of the freezer, too, because I really wanted one. So I kind of put them in the freezer so he could see them because I did have one. But
I found them.
But I didn't, like, leave them out on the counter.
Correct.
I mean, that's kind of throwing it in his face, but it's kind of... You're not sabotaging. But I won't on purposely buy things. I'm trying really hard. I haven't bought you, like, chips that I think you might like. I haven't bought you bad things that I think you might like, except for if I get a candy bar, I'll get him the same kind of candy bar if I know he likes it and put it in a stash. But I don't tell him like I got it. But then it's there in case he does have a craving, so I don't know about that.
Yeah, things to work on. But anyhow, that's where we are. Anything else?
No.
All right. Well, let us know how you guys are doing. Did you gain? Did you lose? You struggling? You pushing through? You know, it's a journey for all of us. You know, if we didn't have a problem, then we wouldn't be overweight. All right. Keep going. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.